Hey guys, what's up? This is Eric. I apologize. The last video I actually had to, long story, but I switched I have two monitors attached to my laptop, and I switched displays around, and the video recorder I'm using, I guess, didn't keep the change to the monitor I had. So to make a long story short, we missed out on, actually I'm going to have to cut out the part where you install BI applications, and that's really the easiest part. It's very straightforward. You just, I'll actually show you real quick what I did. So you just unzip the file that comes in Oracle eDelivery, run the installer just like we've done in the past. And the only different part, and I guess I could probably run this again, not run it, but just show you the difference. The only thing that you need to note, this took me a while, because in the documentation it actually doesn't state this correctly. So I'll show you right here. By default, it's going to say Oracle BI 2. You need to change that to BI 1 because when we installed OBIE, that's where the directory is. So we want to actually install into the same directory. So just make note of that, hit next, everything should go smooth. There's really nothing more to it. So I'm going to X out of this. And so this is phase 3, and really what we're going to be doing is we're going to be applying some platform patches, and furthermore we're going to be doing the BI apps configurations. So this is really the most involved and not as straightforward as it's been so far. It's up to this point it's been fairly straightforward, and now it's going to get a little tougher. So here we go. So let's see. First thing we have to do is, actually let me look. I'm looking at my notes here. So we want to just make sure that everything's shut down in terms of OBIE and everything. So I just do a psef grep java, and that'll usually show any processes that are running in regards to OBIE. So it looks like we're good. And so we're going to go to the patch files, and I think I have them somewhere. Let me look. Actually, I'm just going to go to home. Whoops. I think I left them in downloads. Hang on. Yes, I'm going to move this. Okay. It's been a while since I've done this, so bear with me. Looks like there's three zip files. I'm going to go ahead and start by unzipping. I'm just going to unzip all of them. Let's see what happens. Alright, we'll unzip the second one. And just keep in mind, these the names of these files are going to be different if you were doing 11.1191. So I think there'll be V44890-01, and then the other one will be V44897-01. Just wanted to let you guys know so you're not thrown off. So let's see, 44. unzip this last one. Whoops. Alright, so now that we have all these unzipped, we're going to go ahead and we're going to create a writable directory where the logs and the temporary batch files, I'm sorry, not batch files, just patch files rather, where they'll be stored. So I'm going to show you where we need to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of this. Whoops. So we're actually going to have to go back to where we installed, or basically our middleware home. So go there real quick. All right, and you can name this whatever you want, but I'll just make it work directory, work dir. All right, so create that. Check the permissions on it. Should be good. Yep. All right, we're good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually look for a specific file called apply_patches_import.txt. So this is going to be in your middleware home where we already are, and we're going to go into where is it? Bear with me for just a second. I believe it's in here. Yeah. And then go into tools, and should be a bin directory. Yeah. All right, so we can see apply patches import.txt. So let's go ahead and open that up using BI. So we have to make a few changes to this file, and I'm trying to remember what those were. Okay, so basically he's got to make this relevant to our environment. Okay, so this obviously is not our, well, okay, there's a Java home that is associated, or there's a JDK that's associated with OBIE. So you could either use that, or you could use your own JDK. I'd suggest just going ahead and using whatever was installed with OBIE. So that's what we're going to do. And I actually don't remember where that is, so I'm going to look over here and see where that might be. It's going to be in our middleware. I think it's going to be in the Oracle BI1 directory. Well, let's do this. Open this back up. It looks like there's just a JDK directory. So if we want to make this consistent, look over here and look for JDK. We see JDK. Perfect. Let's just go ahead and see what it looks like in there. It's just like our other JDK that we have installed, if you installed another JDK. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to do the same thing over here. So if we do a pwd, and we can just copy and paste this this path. Uh-oh, didn't mean to do that. Copy, paste that. All right, let's look at the next one, the Aura inventory. That's actually going to be, in my environment, it's going to be the home Oracle app Aura inventory. I believe that's right. Let me just double check. Yep. All right, so we got that one. Oracle home. We'll just can actually just copy and paste this right here. Whoops. All right, middleware home. Again, we can copy and paste that. It's very redundant, but there's a reason, there's a method to the madness, I'm sure. Although sometimes I don't really understand why Oracle does a lot of things it does, but what do I know? So, Oracle Common, that's again middleware home. This is stupid. I should just use like variables or something. All right. Oh, gosh, this is really dumb. This next one, SOA home, I'm actually not running SOA, so I'm going to comment that out. ODI home, same thing. All right, and this next one, skip BI tech patches false. We're going to leave that default. We're going to leave that false. This Windows unzip tool exe, we're obviously not using Windows, so that's not going to be applicable. Just leave that blank. And the work directory, that's the directory we created in the beginning. So we're going to go to, again, copy the middleware home, and it'll be work dir, or whatever you might have named it. And let's see what this is. Yeah, so this one's just asking for the directory where all of our patches that we just unzipped reside. And this kind of is one of the reasons why I always split everything up. It makes it a lot easier. So we're going to go home Oracle installers. Whoops. Oh yeah, can't use tab here. Installers, and it should be patches. That's what I named it, patches in all caps. Just want to double check that. Whoops. CD home Oracle installers and patches. Yes, that's correct. So it's just looking here where we unzipped all those files. Okay, so go ahead and save that. Okay, now this next part's kind of a pain. It took me a long time to figure this out. This is not in the Oracle documentation, and it may be different for you guys. You can try to run the install without making this change, but I'm pretty confident that you'll run into the same issue. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and make the change. So, well, actually, on second thought, since we are working with a different version, and as I pointed out earlier, these zip files, these patch files, are different than they were in the previous version. They might have fixed it, so we're actually going to try and run it without making the changes to the apply patches Perl script. So yeah, we're gonna skip that, and we'll come back to it if we need to. Which I'm assuming we probably will, but let's go ahead and give it a shot anyways. All right, so we're going to run this script, and how we're going to do this, so I'll just show you what's in here. Where are we? Okay, perfect. So you see apply patches PL. PL is Perl. So what we're going to do, or Perl script rather, what we're going to do is we're going to do this command Perl, and we're going to specify the path, the full path to that apply patches .pl. You might not have to specify the whole path since we are already in the directory. So I don't think we have to. Yeah, that's what I did last time. So I'm going to try and test it. And then we're just going to also specify either the full path, which is what I did before, but I'm going to try and not, since we're already in this directory, there's no reason we should have to. So Perl, and then we're pointing to the Perl script, I guess you could call it. And then as a parameter, we're going to pass in the apply patches import text, which is that file we just edited. So that'll be the parameter, and to specify that, you just simply add it right there. So we should be good. And hopefully it doesn't throw the same error that I encountered last time. Okay, what's this? Yeah, I think this is the same error that I ran into last time. Yeah, so we're gonna kill this. Control C. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Oh no. Okay, so it's going through each patch and it's throwing this error, which hopefully it'll throw errors for every single one, so we don't have to. Ah, shoot. I kind of just want to kill this. Hang on. Alright, I'm going to try and kill this. Hopefully this doesn't screw anything up. I didn't want it to go any further because what happens is some patches get applied and then some don't, and it's a pain, I promise, going back and having to figure out which ones were applied and which ones weren't, and making changes to alright, so I'm actually I'm gonna do what we were talking about before. I just wanted to test it since this is a new version. So we're gonna go into that Perl script. We're actually gonna change some of that Perl script. Okay. So this is a really long file. So we're scrolling down. You can see, I mean, 1, 2, 3%. So it's fairly large. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a search and just hit the I guess it's / /, I don't know, the one next to the question mark, or yeah, the question mark one. So you see at the bottom of my screen right here, I hit that / and we're going to search for OPatch, because that error it was throwing saying something about OPatch. So let's do a quick search for that and hit the letter N to go to the next place where it finds OPatch. So we're going to look for I actually just know what to look for, so I'll just tell you when I get there. Keep hitting N. Yeah, that's not it. That's not it. Alright, I think this is it. Let me double check. Okay, yep, this is definitely it. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to change this this variable right here. We're just going to make an addition to the end. So after this, this closing bracket, and this is all case sensitive, so it's uppercase O, uppercase P, ATCH, dot skip in all caps, underscore verify, underscore space, equals true. And close the, wait, what's going on? Close the quotes. Yeah, okay, perfect. And that should do it. So let's right quit, and let's try running that script again. Uh-oh. What is it saying here? All right, I really don't know what's going on. Could have been because I killed it. Hopefully that's not the issue. So it says there's an error near line 31. Something about use not allowed. So let's just go in there real quick and make sure I didn't make any stupid mistakes. Maybe I'll just do a search for use. Oh gosh, this could take a while. Here we go. Use file copy. Yeah, I think I found it. So, see this I right here? I don't know why I put that in there, but that shouldn't be in there. So I'm pretty sure this should take care of it. Okay, this is what I was afraid of. So let's see what it's saying. All right. So we're just going to do all. Since we went through that initial script and it basically failed every single time, I guess some files got copied to this directory. You know what? I'm actually going to kill it again. And I'm just going to, oh shoot. It's not going to be the same process ID. So I'm going to kill this real quick. 17,270. Alright, where am I? Alright, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back to the middleware home, and I'm just going to delete that work directory because I've gone through this before where it's asking me, do you want to replace this or overwrite this file? You say capital A for all. However, it's going to prompt you. It's still going to prompt you, I don't know, about 20, 30, maybe even 50 times because each part of the script is going to keep asking you. So even if you do all, it's not really going to be that easy. So I'm just going to remove this work directory and I'm going to recreate it. Alright, so let's try this one more time. Uh-oh. Jeez, I'm just running into all sorts of issues. Okay, we should be good. Uh-oh. So I just went to the log file and it says, I saw this right here. Please shut down Oracle instances running out of this Oracle home on the local system. I have my database installed in, well, it's not in the same Oracle home, but I assume it has to be the issue because That's the only thing that's running that would cause issues. So just to double check, there shouldn't be. Oh man, what's going on? Okay, that's fine. Oh. Okay, it looks like it's going, I guess. Let me go back into that log file real quick. I'll just tail it. Okay, so it looks like that first set of patches was successful, so that's good. Yeah, so we're just gonna wait, I guess. This actually takes a really, really long time. So I'm gonna pause this, but just keep in mind, it's pausing like this and it's gonna take a while. So just be patient. It could take up to, if I remember correctly, it could take up to an hour. So be patient, and and tail this log file so you know what's going on. And if you get any errors or anything, you'll know. Yeah, I'm going to pause it and I'll pick back up when it finishes. All right, well, actually, I'm going to eat my words there. That actually didn't take as long as I remember it taking. Maybe they just got quicker from the last release. I don't know. Anyways, you can see on this right terminal, Pat succeeded. They should all say succeeded, except for the SOA, because I didn't have SOA, and it'll just say, no value was specified. So kind of just leave it there. So yeah, right now we're good. So the next thing we have to do is we have to update ATG Lite and FSM, and that's in the BIA comp schema. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this tail. If you guys don't know how to end the tail, it's just a Control-C, just kills the process. So we're going to go to, actually, I might be able to stay in this directory and just go back one. So just to show you guys where I am. Now I'm in the tools directory, which is one directory back from where we ran the Perl script from. And we're going to go into the lib library. And in here, we basically just have to run this command to update the ATG Lite. So what we're going to do is we're going to specify the path to the Java home, and we're using the Java home within OBIE install, not the the JDK that we might have installed for something else. So we'll go ahead and just type out the full path. It's in the Oracle BI 1, and that's in JDK. And then the bin and Java. And specify the jar option. And we want to point to this BI apps repository util.jar. And then we have to specify this this parameter or option, whatever you might want to call it. I don't even know which one it is. Upgrade ATG, and then we're going to go bi.oracle.home equals, and then specify the path to the Oracle BI1 directory. So you could just copy and paste that, but I'm just gonna type it. Okay, and then we're going to specify work.dir equals, and then the path to our work directory that we created earlier. So again, we're going to go to the middleware home. Okay, and now it's going to be BIA comp dot user equals dev underscore BIA comp. And then we'll start a new one, BIA comp dot password equals, and just type in your password, mine's welcome1, db.con.sid.url equals BI apps. I'm sorry, not BI apps. So this is just gonna be your connection string. So host name. In this case, it's Linux server 1521 ORCL. Next one's atg.db.seed.url equals not BI apps. Linux server, I'm so used to my old environment. Linux server, which will be whatever your host name is, 1521, and then instead of doing the colon like we did in the last one, we're actually going to do the backslash ORCL, and that'll just be equivalent to your service name. And then from here, it's one more, I think, db.sys.user equals sys. Just you have to use sys, and then db.sys.password equals whatever the password is for that user. And I can't remember if we need the database running. I don't think so. Kind of makes sense that we would need it running. I'll just try it and see what happens. Yeah, I think we need it. I think we need it running. So go ahead and start the listener. Don't tell me it's already running. I can just do a. Whoops. Uh-oh. So I either screwed something up or, yeah, I just had to have screwed something up. That's the only option. So, all right, let me look into this and I'll update you guys in a minute. All right, guys, so I apologize for all the learning that I'm having to do alongside with you. So like I said, this is a new version, and just looked at the documentation, and if you don't have access to a GUI or using a VNC or something like I am, you're going to have to figure out why this command I used isn't working. It looks like it says BIA comp.user in properties. It failed to find the mandatory property with key. Some of the properties that I specified must not be applicable to this new patch. So I looked at the documentation, and they said, I'll actually pull it up so you guys can see it. It says, and this is for 1192, updating ATG Lite. Launch the patch set assistant from Oracle Home/bin. I've never heard of that in my life, so I went ahead and started poking around in that directory. And so we can see where we are, and the equivalent to Oracle Home is just the middleware home and Oracle underscore BI1, and then go into the bin directory. So we do an ls here, we can see just a bunch of different looks like shell scripts or something, and some batch files too. So I couldn't figure out which one was patch script assistant, but I just used common sense, and PSA was probably patch set assistant. So I VI'd into there, and that didn't really tell me much. So I actually went into Oracle Common bin PSA and went through the script, and it looked like it made sense. So went ahead and launched it, and sure enough, that's it. So this is a much easier and more intuitive way, I assume at least, to apply these patches. So it looks like we can do the ATG Lite here, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And per the documentation, I'm just going to read for a second. It says hit next, select, yes, just like we did, which selects the child option. Okay, yep, so we want to automatically select that, so we're good there. Click next, and should be brought to a prerequisites page, and it says check the boxes indicating the prerequisites have been met in order to continue. Database backup completed. No, I just hope nothing requires a backup. I'll just check them both. Sure. Let me just read this for a second. Yeah, it doesn't really go into detail. It just says check the boxes, so that's what we're going to do. And the connect string. So this is basically just a prettier way to do what I just tried to do, which worked in the previous version, but apparently they changed some stuff. So host name. Oh, whoops. This is going to be a slash sys. And by the way, just to make an addition, so I was actually talking to one of the solutions architects I work with, and one of them asked, why we don't use system or sysdba, or I'm sorry, why don't we use system or any user with the DBA privilege. It actually doesn't work with any user with the DBA privilege. There's a I think it's a $$ table or something that only sys has access to. So I'm not really sure if this any user with DBA privilege is applicable across the board. So just be cognizant of that, and you might run into issues. When you're working with clients that they're going to be like, well, why do you need sys? Why do you need sys privileges? Why don't you just use some user that we give you that has DBA privileges? It has to be sys. So just throwing that out there. DBA password. Yeah, welcome one. Try and connect. Uh-oh. Oh, whoops. All right, and this is the one we want to update, and just type in the password for that schema. And look at that, much easier than writing out that elongated command. So next, and upgrade. Wow, that's much easier. Just wait for this to complete. Shouldn't take that long. If I remember correctly, this script didn't take that long, so this shouldn't either. So after this, we're going to have to update FSM. So we're basically just going to be going through the same process as we just went through now, just for FSM. So give us a minute and we'll go through that. All right, so it looks like it's finished. Hit next. And there's the location of the log file if you want to see that, or if it failed or something, look into that. And we're going to close this and we're just going to run it again. Go next. And we're going to select Oracle Fusion Functional Setup Manager Lite. Hit next. Check these two boxes. And we're going to go through the same process we went through before. Hit connect. Uh-oh. All right, wait for this one to finish. All right, so that actually took a while, so just be patient, but I did finish, so close that. And so we're good there. The next thing is actually the configurations. I'm actually going to start a new video, and I'm not going to continue this one. It's getting really long. So yeah, phase 4 will now be the configurations. So I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.